It almost feels like fate when an underdog's journey unfolds in slow motion, each step echoing a whispered prophecy of greatness. When Barcelona finally confirmed Rooney Bardojaz's arrival this summer for Euros 2 million, few imagined that the seeds of this big move were sown as far back as 2024. In a recent conversation, Bardojaz's agent, Christian Emily, peeled back the curtain on a process that stretched over more than a year, revelations that turn a simple transfer into a tale drenched in suspense. How often does a teenage footballer's future hang in the balance long before a single whistle blows at Camp Nou? The answer lies not just in talent, but in the twists and turns behind every contract and every medical report, where a single phone call can rewrite a destiny. Step onto Barcelona's training ground, and the air hums with possibility, the faint echo of bouncing balls, the scrape of studs on turf, the distant roar of hopeful fans filtering through open gates. It was here that Rooney first stepped out in the Blaugrana jersey, eyes bright with equal parts awe and determination. In drills, his movement was poetry in motion, one moment a blur of acceleration, the next a calm, measured path. And in friendly games he emerged like a hidden gem, drawing gasps from the sidelines as he weaved through defenders with the grace of a prowling cat. Watching him, you'd swear the grass itself leaned in to catch every touch. Yet, with each impressed nod and raised eyebrow, the question echoed louder. Could this fresh-faced talent, still refining his voice in competitive football, truly command a stage as grand as the first team? But as the sun dipped behind the stands, that mystery only deepened. Few know that Barcelona's fascination with Rooney didn't begin this summer. It dates back to discreet scouting reports and hushed boardroom conversations. Agent Christian Emily became a frequent visitor to Barca's corridors of power, carrying highlight reels and character references like a troubadour with prized message. Behind closed doors, executives dissected every inch of Rooney's game, his lightning-quick instinct to turn defence into attack, his unwavering work ethic during rain-soaked training sessions, and even his quiet leadership in the dressing room. We were in talks as early as May 2024, Emily recalls, painting a picture of meticulous chess moves played out far from the public eye. But every grand strategy carries risks, and in football, as in life, the path to glory seldom runs straight. So when does a young hopeful's dream start feeling real? And what happens when reality fights back? Imagine the tension. An airless meeting room at Barca's training headquarters, the hum of air conditioning drowned out by the pounding of one man's heart. Christian Emily sat across from Barcelona's sporting chiefs, discussing fine print and future projections, when his phone erupted into a shrill ring. The voice on the other end was clinical, detached. "It's Copenhagen. Rooney has torn ligaments. We're certain." Instantly, the room froze. Time stretched so thin it might snap. The very idea of a player sidelined for months threatens to unravel contracts, boost medical risks, and make boardrooms reconsider every euro. And there, in that sudden hush, Emily felt the weight of what this collaboration could cost. Not just money, but hopes and dreams stacked on a teenager's recovering knee. How do you keep your head steady when the ground gives way beneath you? After the call, an eerie silence blanketed the meeting. You could hear a pin drop, or was it the collective breath of disbelief? Faces turned pale, eyes locked in silent exchange, each person calculating the fallout. Would Barcelona retreat, fearing too much uncertainty, or would they dig in, trusting that resilience often emerges in recovery? In that pregnant pause, Emily imagined the countless dinners with Rooney, the cautious optimism of the boy's family in Copenhagen, and the simmering ambition that had brought them all to this point. Every second felt like an eternity, a cliffhanger so intense that even the walls seemed to lean in, waiting for a resolution. Yet, against every expectation, Barcelona stood firm. They didn't blink. Over the following months, they monitored Rooney's rehab progress, convened further meetings, updated clauses, and held their nerve. Emily remembers each sit-down as a test of faith, Barcelona's relentless pursuit a testament to their belief in youth as the lifeblood of the club. Finally, the ink dried on the agreement, and the boy with a torn ligament crossed the threshold into a new world. For Euros 2 million, Barca had captured not just a promising forward, but a living emblem of patience and perseverance. And so, the story came full circle. Rooney Bargi arrived in Catalonia, greeted by the rustle of palm trees outside the training complex and the cool Mediterranean breeze carrying fresh expectations. His first smile in Barcelona colours wasn't just relief, it was triumph over every obstacle lying in wait since that fateful phone call. Behind him, Christian Emily closed a chapter defined by suspense and silent prayers. Ahead, a canvas of endless possibilities. If this transfer proves anything, it's that big dreams demand bold bets, and sometimes those bets pay off in stories that only get wilder with time. Is this the opening chapter of football's next great legend? Only the pitch knows for sure, but for now the world watches breath held, eager for the next twist in Rooney's Blaugrana tale.